Degraman. We're here and we are going to call for help to fix my busty bust my girl has. Covering myself with a damp towel, I nervously crack the door open and call out, "Help! I have a problem." Cass runs over so quickly that I don't even have eyes. Cass, go away! Go away! Stop! Go away! Cass runs over so quickly that I don't have enough time to slip back into the bathroom. He then glances over me praisingly. Vince needs to put on some weight. I'll go grab you one of my shirts, something that's big enough for you. I squeak and hide behind the door. Did he just call me fat? Here you go. No, he's just saying you're busty bust. A very large t-shirt hangs from his outstretched hand. I toss it on and instantly feel more comfortable. When I return to the main room, the lights are already out, so I use the glow of my cell phone to navigate. How am I charging my phone, by the way? My phone has been like on forever. So I use the glow of my cell phone to navigate the floor and place the other shirt on a chair before heading to my bunk. Reaching the bed, I can't help noticing that Vincent and Cass are lying on the bottom together. Vincent against the wall while Cass lies on the edge. Vincent's ashy hair contrasts darkly against his dark pillow. It's so beautiful. Good night. Cass smiles amiably while Vincent simply ignores me. I fall asleep with an unusual feeling in my heart. Disappointment that the pillow I'm laying on only smells of clean linen. Ugh! Why am I acting like a cat in head? Cat in head? Cat in heat. Cat in head. I can't read. I need to control myself, but it's so hard when the only thing I can think about is Vincent's pale, hard body. Alright, girl. Alright. A pleasant voice wakes me from a sweet dream. Go for a run. Go, Castle, please. Castle, please. I'm trying to not see anyone except Vincent here. Confused, I open my eyes to find Cass's face right in front of mine. I'm about to scream, but he gently covers my mouth with his hand. Shh, you wake Vince. I glance at my watch. It's only 6 in the morning. Ugh, I want to go back to sleep. Do I really have to get up? We have to join Cass to ask about Vincent. Seems logical. No matter how lazy I may be, I should probably go for a run. Not only will it be good for me, but it'll give me a chance to ask Cass about Vincent. Plus, it'll keep us from waking him up. I left the house yesterday wearing my sweats and sneakers. Fate must have decided that I should start my new life with a jog. I begin to hastily but quietly gather my things. For a brief moment, I glance at Vincent's sleeping face. You know, when he's quiet, he is very, very pretty. His face is so innocent and not at all evil. Stop thinking such vile thoughts. I need to cool my jets. Cass and I head out into the cool morning air, but the run is hell. Cass speeds along like a demon and never tires out. And although I had thought I was in good shape, fatigue quickly rears its ugly head. Noticing that I'd stopped, Cass runs up to me. Don't try to keep up. Just run at a comfortable place. I'll adjust. Castle, you're making this completely hard. Despite his concessions, I begin to silently beg for mercy before long. Thankfully, we run onto a playground. Not really paying attention to me, Cass jumps onto a horizontal bar. No wonder he's so fit. He looks great up there too, just like a professional. Wasting no time, I decide to join him, but I need to stretch first. My muscles are pretty sore. Cass compliments me as he approaches. You're flexible. I'm a little embarrassed to try to answer. I took a lot of dance classes, and we always stretched before and after. Having finished at the park, we run slower in the way. We're still running? We're not just walking? We run slower in the way back since I'm almost completely spent. I can't squander this opportunity to talk, though. I need to drum up a conversation, especially since there's been something on my mind for a while now, and there's no way I can ask Vince about it. Vincent may be arrogant, but he's honest. The other members of your organization aren't quite as forthcoming, though. How does he deal with it? He's powerful enough to handle the hacks on his own, right? Or am I wrong? I had worked myself up so much over what I just said that I ended up sounding condescending and rude. Not to mention the question itself came completely out of left field, but Cass doesn't even flinch. Thank goodness he's so level-headed. One's effectiveness is more important than one's feelings. Our conversation completely ends there, or probably ends there. We arrive back at the apartment to find Vince already out of bed. He abruptly tosses something at me. Go take a bath, Stinky. Dormouse. I'm betting this is the first time she's gotten up so early and is now so proud of herself. Even though Vincent is clearly picking on me, I don't want to wear out my welcome. This is his place after all. If I'm insulting his hypersensitive nose, it would be easier to wash up than argue with his scratchiness. Once I'm in the bathroom, I decide to snoop around a little. I'm calmer than I was yesterday and should hopefully notice something interesting. I wonder if I can figure out what makes Vincent smell like blueberry yogurt. Is it his shampoo or his shower gel? Nope, they're both odorless. Failing my quest to uncover the source of Vincent's fruity fragrance, I turned my attention to what he threw at me. These jeans are definitely his, but why would he buy them? I thought he only wore slacks. He only ever wore slacks. Though come to think of it, I wonder how he'd look in them. Ugh! Once again, my thoughts take me to the Forbidden City. Whatever the case, I need to solve my wardrobe problem. I wonder if the guides will take me to the mall. And I should probably ask them how long I can rely on their hospitality while I'm at it. After bathing, I head into the kitchen where Vince is cooking something. You're getting the floor wet. Couldn't you have tried your hair better? Has anyone ever told you that you look just like an old fart grumbler? What the fuck does that mean? Distracted from his cooking, Vince spins to me. They wouldn't live long enough to get too old. He's holding a knife. I take it back. Can you put that thing away? Sit down and eat, will you? Next time you're cooking, a woman's place is in the kitchen anyway. Whoa, Vincent. Whoa. Whoa, bro. No. No. Stop. No. You're so freaking sexist. It's so easy to get a rise out of you with it, not to mention others. You're right. Calm down, Michiko. Ignore him. He probably just has Tourette's. Well, that's rude too. Vince places a bowl of porridge. Porridge? I don't want porridge. Garnish with chopped fruit in front of me, then sits down. I'm eating the chopped fruits. What about Cass? He can take care of himself. I'm tired. We eat our breakfast in silence until Cass walks in the kitchen, grabs the oatmeal from the stove, and begins eating it directly from the pot. Vincent is clearly not amused. You're eating right out of the pot again? Stop being such an indignant. I'm tired of it. I also noticed you attempted to wear my shoes again. Can you at least try not to be a slob? Cass merely nods as he continues eating the oatmeal, and I can't help but laugh. You seem to be in quite a jovial mood for someone who's wearing another person's clothes. About that, I wanted to thank you. Heifer, you've already ruined my shirt and trousers. I won't have much of a wardrobe left at this rate. We need to buy you some women's clothing. I haven't even had the chance to ask him about going shopping, and Vincent's already offering to buy me clothes. For the ruined clothes, cheerfully respond to the offer, reply with a barb. Can I apologize? Do I apologize? Cheerfully respond is a choice. Alright. That's my cue. Actually, I was just going to ask about that. To be honest, I feel weird wearing your clothes. I then begin to silently count how much money I have on me. I'm sure you need all sorts of womanly things. Vincent studies me thoughtfully, and I can't help feeling grateful. It's clear he understands my need to start over from scratch. Besides, it's a good excuse to shake Ein's wallet loose. Surprised, I stare back at him. Ein gives us a tidy sum on our credit cards each month. Personally, I've never gotten close to my limit since all spending must be justified, so no thanks for me. Vincent looks dejected. But you're a girl. I'm sure you could spend a fortune on cosmetics, jewelry, and rags. Are you still being sexist here? Vincent laughs maliciously, and I realize he's using me as an opportunity to screw with Hein. But I hate spending other people's money. Listen, I'm offering you access to a free resource here. If you refuse, you'll make me look like a miser who's greedy for snow in winter. But stop. This is the first time I have ever been so generous, and you're ruining everything. Still, I hesitate. Can I at least clean your room as payment? Or the party room? There's no need for that. You would be the most ridiculously inept and expensive maid in the entire world. Just call Ein Daddy the next time you see him. You'll be pulling... Okay. You'll be paying both of us back at the same time. I'm coming up with less and less excuses here. Oh, so you're just gonna go with the flow and call Ein Daddy? Alright. Well, if there are no more objections, let's go. We jump on a tram, and it occurs to me that this is the first time I'm deliberately skipping class. Girl, you're still thinking about class? It's over. You're a college career dunzo. I know I should be upset about it, but I'm not. School is just a waste of time. Curious to see what the boys are doing, I turn around in my seat. Vincent, who had been dozing on Cass's shoulder, immediately straightens up. I hate shopping. I hate women. I especially hate shopping with women. That was a lot of rudeness. But this was your idea. My eyes can no longer bear your unsightly appearance. It's an insult to my sense of beauty. Not to mention your bare presence threatens my entire wardrobe, which pisses me off the most. I could have just gone by myself, you know? Yeah, right. It's been bugging me for a while now, but I have to know, if you have so much money, why don't you just drive? Considering how much he despises being out in public, I find it odd that he's always taking public transportation. You're the reason I'm running around the city right now. I usually travel all over the country, but you can't exactly drive a car through the cool. And I don't see the point in having one parked somewhere taking up space. We're expecting to be chauffeured about like a princess. You're definitely a woman, always so materialistic. Whoa. Vincent grins but not very maliciously, so I just laugh. Something strange happens as we enter the shopping center. Vincent doesn't even attempt to walk through the metal detector. He just shows a piece of paper to the security guard, and the guy quickly turns white before asking if he can call his supervisor. Go ahead. Judging by Vincent's yawn, he must be used to this sort of thing. When the senior guard arrives, he shows him the documents as well. Dumbfounded, the burly man looks at Vincent over before heading off to make his own call. Vincent yawns again, and we sit down and binge a detector. Are you armed, sir? Are you armed? I'm assuming you're armed. What's wrong? I have a gun on me. Okay. And security isn't impressed with my permit. Why do you need a gun? Why are you as dumb as a box of rocks? It's the dangerous world we live in. We need to protect ourselves. But you're a Kwanzi. There are some situations in which a firearm is better than superpowers. I have a feeling Vincent is leaving out some details here. Why didn't the metal detector go off when we entered the subway? I didn't want to scare you, so I wasn't carrying one back then. But it's okay to scare me now? Yes. Vincent reaches into Cass's backpack and pulls out a bottle of water. They're certainly familiar with each other, aren't they? Not long after, a guard comes up, running up to allow us through. Huh, if I was a fat man with a mustache, no one would ever take a closer look. I'm sick of being judged by my appearance. Vincent continued to mutter to himself long after we've entered the mall. Once we're on the escalator, Cass suddenly speaks up. They're just doing their jobs. We walk into the popular women's clothing store, and Vince sits down on a stool next to the fitting room as Cass follows me around while holding the items I've picked out. I had just started trying on some clothes when Vincent abruptly interjects. Let me see what you chose. It'd be a pity to waste taxpayer dollars on rubbish. I begin to show him the outfits, but Vincent just rolls his eyes to the sky and quips sarcastically each time I walk out of the fitting room. You look like a shit in you look like shit in a potato sack. Honestly, I don't think anything I chose will satisfy his snobbish fashion sense. The fact that Vincent himself picks these shirts for Cass, but has the nerve to diss on my fashion sense. As for Cass's opinion, ask Vincent for suggestions. Don't ask either of them. Is it asking Vincent? Yep. Well, if you're so knowledgeable about fashion, why don't you suggest some things that won't offend your delicate sensibilities? You're absolutely hopeless. You can't even pick out your own clothes, can you? Despite Vincent's apparent exasperation, he carries a huge pile to me in the fitting room while zealously tormenting the employees. What? They're all black, white, and dark red. Only goths dress like that. Then why did you ask for my help? I don't have the strength to deal with this mess. You two sit here while I go find us some food. Vincent leaves, and I meticulously pick through the pile until I find something decent enough. You know, there's something special about wearing what Vincent has picked out for me. Maybe this is how he would like me to dress. I walk out of the fitting room to see Cass looking bored. How do I look? Okay. Not exactly a ringing endorsement, but I'll take it. Castle pays for all my purchases, and I'm feeling extremely uncomfortable, but I try not to show it until we're out of the store. Hey, I thought Vincent was supposed to pay for the shopping. We have a joint account. So not only do they live together, but they also share the same budget. They're definitely closer than I thought, and Vincent didn't even say anything to Cass about spending their money on my personal needs. They certainly have an interesting relationship, one built on tyranny and selfishness, but also apathy and disinterest. Cass and I walk through a couple more stores, and it becomes clear to me why Vincent chose to visit the mall so early. There are very few people shopping right now, and they all look tired and out of it, although few keep staring at Cass, mostly girls. Even in his casual sportswear, given his height, face, and frame, he looks far more like a fitness model than anything else. I bet I seem like a little mouse walking next to him. Unlike Vincent, however, Cass doesn't seem to mind all of the attention. He just walks beside me with a serene expression on his face as he carries my bags. When we're done shopping, we head to a cafe inside the mall. Vincent's waiting for us at the table. Oh, see, when he said he's gonna go get us food, I thought he was gonna come back, not me go to him. Vincent's waiting for us at a table covered with various food items, each of them already partially eaten. Cass promptly sits down and begins to readily finish Vincent's meal. He's certainly settled in well. We rarely go out to eat, and I was bored. Order something that catches your attention, order something Vincent hasn't already ordered. Offer Vincent a taste of your food. Do I offer? Yeah, hell yeah. So he likes to try everything on the menu, huh? That's interesting. With that in mind, I decide to order something he hasn't, something he might like. Do you want to taste? It hasn't been spoiled by my filthy germs yet. Vince doesn't hesitate to take a bite. It tastes better than it looks, but you're a trash can if you're eating something after someone else already touched it. After a satisfying dinner, we head home. On the tram ride back, I glance at the guy sitting behind me and I'm suddenly overwhelmed with the feeling that this has been one of the best days of my entire life. I'm very glad our girl gets to have this one peaceful moment, because I'm sure shit is gonna hit the fan later on. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I will see you guys in the next one.